And water levels are rising as Hurricane Sally crawls toward the Alabama-Florida border. Experts are warning of potentially extreme life-threatening flooding. Ginger Z is in Mobile, Alabama, with more on that. Ginger, what's the latest there?
Well, Diane, you can see the rain has stopped here. We're on the ragged backside of that storm that made landfall earlier this morning as a Cat 2. It is down to a Cat 1 with max sustained winds of 80. Look behind me, though. We're still seeing this Mobile River kick, and it's actually negative surge or anti-surge moving through the Mobile Bay. So that was good news water-wise over here. We had a lot of wind damage with gusts up to 80, but look at that radar. You still have significant rain falling, and we're talking about more than 25 inches that fell by this morning and another 20 on top of that possible. So Panama City getting some of those outer bands nearly to Tallahassee, and now the outer shield has made its way up to Montgomery, even Dothan feeling this heavy rain. So I think flash flooding and high water rescues are going to be possible well inland. The storm now moving the fastest it has in about 24 hours, moving north-northeast at 5 miles per hour. It will start to pick up speed by tonight into tomorrow as it moves and slides into Georgia and then eventually South Carolina. Now North Carolina will be much weaker by then, but it'll have a lot of moisture with it. So really, if I can't emphasize enough that this storm, even though it looks like it's winding down, does not stop the potential for that deadly flash flooding. See how the movement here by Wednesday night, 8 p.m. tonight, you have that front that's been keeping it at the surface at bay and kind of slowing it down. That's opening up like a gate, and then it'll help get picked up by the jet stream eventually as it slides to the northeast, and that's when we see the speed up and less of a flash flood threat. But still going to keep those flood watches up all the way through North Georgia, western South Carolina, North Carolina, far southeastern Tennessee. That's where you see that reach. Even Norfolk, Virginia finds themselves now with a chance of, say, 4 to 6 inches. But I'm really concerned, again, about Atlanta or Montgomery because this is not a storm just for the coast. Even though the worst of the damage will be found there, we could see an additional 20 inches before this thing moves out away from the Florida Panhandle.
20 inches. Wow. Ginger, we watched you earlier this morning, you know, bundled in the rain and the wind, even sometimes having to hold on to the railing to keep yourself on there. I know you guys are pros, but just explain a little bit about how you guys go about covering storms like this safely.
I think that's a great question. It all comes from the planning, right? So we know as meteorologists how and where we should be to get the best impacts, but then to be safe. So once we're here in Mobile, for example, we parked ourselves right behind an area where yes, I'm here and I look really, it is very windy and I'm not faking that part whatsoever, but I can take cover right behind here. That keeps me safe from debris. My crew, if Jimmy behind the camera, who's been a warrior this whole morning, will turn around. Jason's holding the cables. They are more protected by this parking spot. Kay is doing the audio. And back in the way back, you can see the satellite truck. We knew that this storm here in Mobile would have northeast to southwest winds. So we positioned all of us to have this major brick and cement building protecting us. And that's how we make those types of choices. Believe me, I got 2 boys and a husband at home. They would kill me if I ever put myself at risk. That is never what I'm here to do. Definitely not for my crew. And fortunately, I've been chasing every storm from Katrina on. So I've had a lot of experiences. Here I knew too, I'd have no flying debris. It's open river behind me. So we're in much better shape when we're in this spot.
That's for sure. Yet again, why we were more kind of remind our viewers that just because they see you out in the storm, that they should stay safe inside their homes.
Should not.
Ginger, thanks so much.
And the other thing is
oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to add that the only other thing is you see that I've changed a couple of times. No matter what waterproof clothing you have on, you do get penetrated by that rain. And I'd say that's probably the most unsafe part of the job. I was freezing. I had to go take a hot shower and come back out here to get my body core temperature back up. So I'd say that's the part that I need to figure out. We need waterproof head to toe somehow. Next time I'm doing this with a garbage bag.
I'm sure you'd make it look great, Ginger. Let's get you and the crew back inside. Thanks so much.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.